What's good, folks, and welcome back to the channel. We're here for episode 3 of the series, TEW War with the SWA. I think we left off the last time we did run our first show called Roar, so that episode came out yesterday. Today we will book the PossilMania, which will be our big show like down the line, but it's going to take us a wee while before we'll actually build ourselves up to that stage. Hope you enjoy the show. If you do like the video, subscribe, all appreciated. You know what it's like, it gets it pushed to more people and more people will see it. So appreciate it, folks, and enjoy the show. Right, okay, so where do we leave off? We had a show that we'd just done, where are we? Events and TV, and it was Roar. Yeah, it was a show rating of 30, which was pretty good. For us anyway, our expected level is only about 10, so that's pretty decent. I figured out, I think that the reason we'll probably lose a bit of money every month because we're running the show costs are higher because we've got it on YouTube. So what I might do is I might run the 3 months YouTube shows. It's only 3 shows, and then I'll ditch YouTube until we get to small, which will take us a wee bit of time, but not too much, I don't think, considering we're at a 10 and we only need to get to 17. Well, to get to tiny anyway, and then we can push up to small from there. So in this episode we are going to go ahead and we're in the last Saturday of April, which means when we click by here, this will put us through to booking the next show. We did set up the tag tourneys, not the tag tourneys, sorry, the belt tourneys for the women and the men. We changed the names of the titles. We have, I'll show you them in a second. Just have to use this broadcaster, save selection. Yep. Shit. Can we? There's no point in changing the venue because we're only getting about, well, we're up 58 fans, is about 10 more than we had for the first show, so that's pretty good. But there's no other venues. It's going to cost us little money. So for the foreseeable, we'll just be using the same venue. But yeah, when I go into booking here, I can show you my tourneys. Where are they? Do I have to actually book a match to see the tourneys? Tournaments, there we go. So we've got the Queen of Scotland and the King of Scotland. What I did do, and I kind of talked about it in the first show that we booked, is that it's a really bad habit from EWR where I just booked brawlers against brawlers for good matches, but apparently in this game that doesn't really work, or it doesn't work as well as it used to. So this show we're just going to try mix and matching a few. We'll have a couple of the tourney matches on, but we'll just mix and match the rest of them just to see how they go. So let's start with the usual. We'll start with Grado. Comes out. He just warms up the crowd. Grado warms up the crowd and announces the first few title tourney matches. Nice and simple matches. Right, okay, that'll do. Title tourney matches. Yep, let's pick that. Nice and easy. In terms of the title tournament, who have we got first? We've got Adam Shame and Chris Renfrew. That'll be, in the first show we booked, Adam Shame was pissing Chris Renfrew off a wee bit by interfering in his match, so that'll be the main event. Will be Adam Shame and Chris Renfrew. And we're going to book Chris Renfrew to go over here. That's going to lead to a Basically, I'm going to either put the title on Chris, no, maybe not Chris Renfrew, but I'm going to lead to an ongoing feud with those two guys separately, I think. So let's add that in. We're advancing a storyline here, which is the Scottish Champ Contender Tourney. So we'll just have that booked as our main event of the evening. Just doing a 12-minute match. Yeah, so Adam Shame has not got the stamina for that, so let's keep it to 10. Yeah, that's fine. So what we can do is quickly pop that up here. And we'll book in the ladies match as well, because we know those are stuck on matches. So Anastasia's going to beat Shelley Star, so let's do that. 1 versus 1, Anastasia and Shelley Star. I'll name that regular match. The victor is Anastasia, and that will forward the storyline. Perfect. Book that in as well. Shift that up. Can we get them doing a little longer match? We can, right? They've got the stamina for that. Let's see if we get a better rating out of that. Right, now let's mix and match some of the other guys. Right, let's do... Right. Let's get... So I'm just wondering if we should actually throw 2 of the tourney matches in for the gents one. Put Dickie Divers and Super Santos Jr. on. Right, let's do that just now. A 1v1. Dickie Divers, Super Santos Jr. Victor, we're going to put Super Santos over for this one. And that will... I'm fairly certain they're both in that storyline. I'm going to double check. Yep, they're both in it, so that works to advance that storyline as well. That just keeps that a hot storyline. Pick that segment, put that here. Right, let's see. Who's not booked? And it's quite a technical. I'm going to put a technical against a brawler and see how it goes. We'll put Kez Evans over someone. I'm going to try and push him. He's not going to win the tournament at first, though. He's not over enough. What I'm going to do is kind of push him, but he loses out in maybe the title tourney final. Then he'll have a feud with somebody else to build him up a wee bit, and then we'll come back. He's got decent charisma, so let's have him cut a promo and we'll test how his promo is. So, self-promo singles. I want to test him. I've got big plans for this guy. He's going to be my champ, but I want to see how good he is. Kez Evans hits the ring, cuts a promo on how he wants to be first King of Scotland. There we go. Nice and easy. Fairly straightforward stuff. I actually could also use that to advance that storyline, because let's take that off actually, because he's just doing a self promo one. He's not aiming at anybody, so and then we'll have him do a match. Let's put him in a match, 1v1. We'll put him against a tech guy. Let's put Liu King Sharp in, right? I quite like Liu King. I feel bad I'm going to bury him here a wee bit, but Ravy Davy. Yeah, let's stick him in with Ravy Davy and he just beats him. A nice straightforward win for Kez Evans. Let's just double check that that's not a tourney match that I've booked already as well. He's got Davy Blaze. I didn't even put Ravy Davy in that tournament, so that is absolutely fair. In hindsight, I probably could have made the tournament bigger by putting some of the technical guys in, but we'll test out and see if the match is still good. So who can pop up here? We're just going to try and put everybody on the show because I don't want anybody getting pissed off that they've been left off the show. Let's do a high flying tag match actually after this, right? So 2v2. We'll do Robbie Wishart, who's a heel, Miles Kamen, who's a heel, Leighton Buzzard, he's also a heel. Have we got any faces? Yeah, Kenny Williams, and who else is a high flyer? Also a heel. Have I got any actual... Let's see my high flyers. Yeah, I've got one face, so that doesn't really work. Actually, 2 seconds. Hold on. Flyers, Leighton Buzzard, Wishart, Kenny Williams, Miles Kamen, Kieran Kelly. Right, okay. I wonder if everyone else does that and they use a kind of notepad to book their shows. Right, Kieran Kelly, he's babyface, right, so he can go in. He's got cool momentum. He's about to get buried because I'm going to put Wishart and Kamen over here. Let's give Wishart the pin. Give him over Kenny Williams because he's not got cool momentum. It'll at least stop his momentum from getting completely annihilated. Could ask him to go all out, but I think if you just put it as a car crash, you still get a good result. This is useful. You want workers to try and get the best rating possible, but more physically intensive. Okay, let's ask them to go for it. It's a tag team match anyway. Let's stick it up to 12 minutes and hope that they've got the stamina for that. That can be up here. What do we need to... I need to book a storytelling match over, so let's change the main event, add a storytelling aspect into that, because that is continuing that storyline over. Add a match. Who have we not got booked? Let's see. Don't need to worry about Grado, because I'm kind of using him more as a GM type thing. Craig Anthony, Davey Blaze, let's see. Krieger as well, actually. Krieger's a technical guy, isn't he? Let's put Krieger and Davey Blaze in a match. Let's go for that. So Krieger's a babyface, Davey Blaze is a heel. I don't know how to put over here because Davey Blaze has got good momentum here. He is quite over and Krieger's not very over at all. So I think we'll just... I don't want to completely bury Krieger too much, but yeah, let's just do it. So that's 2 matches we've booked that are... let's pop that in here. That's 2 matches we've booked that are a brawler versus a technical guy. So we'll see how that pans out. Right, who have we got left? Oh, women's matches, yes. Let's put another women's match on. Debbie Dahmer and Jokey. So let's put Debbie over Jokey. She's a heel. I think Debbie Dahmer's a heel as well. No, she's a face. We'll just book them. I don't have a big women's division, so it's pretty much going to have to be the 4 of them that are just kind of rotating matches. We'll just book that as a straightforward match. Let's pop that in here. Not many to book now. We want to keep everybody on the show. I just want everybody to be happy. I think Leighton Buzzard and Lewis Girvin will have a great match, and then I can put the other guys in a tag. Yeah, let's just do it. Okay. Right. Leighton Buzzard and Lewis Girvin, the best young wrestler in the world, as he likes to call himself. They both get warm momentum, so I'm going to stall somebody's momentum here. Let's give Leighton Buzzard the win. He probably needs it a bit more. Oh, did I fuck that up? I'm done. Leighton Buzzard and Lewis Girvin. And we'll put Leighton Buzzard over. Just a regular match. Yep, book that in. Stick it after the Kez Evans one. And who have we got left? I think this next one we've got enough guys for a tag. Yeah. But Craig Anthony. Oh, there's too many heels. I've not got enough uneven balance of heels and faces. It's loosely enforced anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but it doesn't make sense why a heel and a face would really tag up, I suppose. Unless I just put Grado on a match. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Grado and Looking Sharp. And they can go up against, they'll get the win here, so they can go over Craig Anthony and Stevie James. Save that, yep. We're putting Grado over. So, and we'll stick that as the second match on there. Do we make that a bit longer because these guys are having a tag match? 125 minutes at 150, that's not too bad. We need 8% matches, so we won't be penalised for that as well, and I think we've pretty much used everyone. Just Mikey Whiplash. Can we do anything with him actually? He's like my top star actually, so I'm going to pop him in because what can I do with him? Because I want to keep him in because he's like one of the most noticeable people in the roster, so I want to keep him. Do we take Stevie James or Craig Anthony out? Do you know what? Let's take Craig Anthony out. We never booked who's eating the pin. Stevie James going to eat the pin. Right, okay, that'll do. We've only left Craig Anthony off, but let's book it and see how it goes. We've got 2 tourney matches on, so we'll follow up the tourney on a wee bit as well. Grado comes out. He's got a rating of 44. That's nice and solid for a good start. Got the show off to a strong start. Crowd got hotter. So this match was decent. I mean, for the level we're looking at 11 or 10 or 11, so we're more than 15 over that, so if we keep those segments up we'll be fine. Another decent match. Not a very great performance for these two guys, to be honest. That's a better match. Yep, much better. Debbie Dahmer did not perform very well at all there. Jokey was good, so I can give her some praise at the end of the show. Right, so Kez Evans didn't do well with this without a script. Still a decent segment, but Ravy Davey was off his game. Kez Evans had a good performance, so I can give him some praise. Right, that's a better match. Right, Lewis giving me a 44 and Leighton Buzzard with a 31, and that's him off his game, so that's good. Tag match was good. You're going to get a good tag match with high flyers. 32 is a good segment. We'll take that. And about a decent reaction from the crowd about subpar wrestling. Oh dear, who's been really bad? Both of them were really bad there. Maybe it was a bit too long then. Oh crap, right, that's an awful segment. That's an awful gimmick. We need to use gimmicks for everybody, and that's not worked at all for Anastasia anyway, so She's been injured as well. Great. Main event was a 34. It's not the main event, but it's the second main event here. Grado with a great performance. Mikey Whiplash with a great performance again as well. So what have we got then? Lewis, Gervin, Grado and Mikey Whiplash for the best performances of the night. Oh, that is a shocker. An 18. Fucking hell. And that's not even him as... right, you might have to replace Adam Shame. A in-ring performance of 18. We'll try him another couple of matches, but if that's the kind of performances we're putting in, we can't be having that. Shows are 29, so wasn't terrible. I mean, we probably would have been over 30 if we'd had a better performance out of this one. Right, make a speech. Mickey Whiplash, Grado, and who else was it that did that? Oh, it was Lewis Gervin, wasn't it? Pointed out as a good example. Let's just do that. And we'll see. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a slog probably to get the popularity up, because we've kind of got I think it goes up quite slowly. You're supposed to rotate locations and stuff, but there's no really, we can't really do that, else we'll be spending more money on the venue, and we don't really want to be doing that either. So we'll check this and we'll see how the popularity went based on that show. And see how we go. We do have an offer in for Stevie Xavier, so that's one extra person in the roster, which will help balance it out, because as you've seen there, we ended up with one spare body. Booking position available in NXT. Viewing figures was 460 views, which is less than we got for the first one. Mark Coffey's been offered an extension with WWE, but there's not really much we can do about that. Probably going to lose money. We'll skip one more day and see how the finances have ended up. But it's probably going to be one of the ones we let the YouTube run out. It's only 3 months anyway. And then we go off YouTube, so we cut the production costs down. Just until we get more popular. Maybe when we get to Tiny, we go back on YouTube and see if we get some more. Because I don't want to go to more shows while we're losing money. More shows. If we went to like 2 shows a month, for instance, like we would get popularity, would go up quicker. But at this rate, it's going to be costing us more money. So I think the first 3 months we'll just do 1 show a month, and then after that we'll kick it up to 2 maybe. Or maybe come up with a regular show that we do in the middle of the month, and then do the kind of pay-per-view style one at the very end. And then we'll turn the middle of the month one up to a pay-per-view when... a TV show, sorry, down the line when we've got a TV deal in place. I've not played in as a UK promotion yet, so I'm not entirely sure what kind of TV deals and stuff you do get. Right, so Stevie Xavier is signed, so that's good. I'll get my face added as well. So the YouTube deal's expiring, but I think we're going to let that just run its course, to be honest. Financially, we lost a bit less money last month. We got a wee bit more money from sponsors. Merchandise was up a little bit. The show cost was down. I really don't get how. So the venue hire. I'm not entirely sure how the venue hire was cheaper when it was the same venue that we used. But the show cost, I think that's how much it's costing to use YouTube, so we might actually run the YouTube deal and then leave it at that. Ticket sales are down as well, and that was us moving. That was the money we got in from the ticket sales, actually. because I remember we put the profit down on them, didn't we? Let me just quickly check that. Office, ticket prices. Yeah, we went for cheap for the event. We might try very cheap and see what that does to the popularity. At our size, you're looking at it being £9 a ticket. So let's try that. In terms of the size, we've not gone up yet. We did increase popularity in 6 regions, which basically, the good thing with the YouTube thing is it's getting us out in these kind of regions. You can see we're getting a bit of exposure, Midlands, Southern England, Ireland, Wales, that kind of thing, but pretty much was a bit too small, I think, for that. What's Kenny Williams annoyed for? He's pissed off at our botch, and not really much I can do about that, to be honest. But yeah, so no, that's the wrong one. That is that for PossilMania. The next one's Highland Havoc. We initially down the line, what we're going to try and do, we're like War for the North and Highland Havoc is have them up north in Glasgow, so like Aberdeen, Inverness type area, just northern Scotland basically. And then we've got a couple of Glasgow ones, an Edinburgh one, and then we'll see what happens come the end of the year. But for now, folks, that is us for episode 3. Thank you very much for watching. As I appreciate any likes, comments even, if you've got tips for me. I'm kind of new to the game, so any tips is greatly appreciated as well. We will be back. I'm off work tomorrow, so I'm going to record a good few episodes, and we should have tomorrow's episode. We should have the next episode up tomorrow, which will be Highland Havoc. So I'll see you then, troops. Peace.